Oh man, absolutely love the music in this game. Welcome back to Strategies with Sasquatch. I'm Josh. We're back with some more of the Long Dark. We're going to try to get this misery mode run going to the end, hopefully. Hopefully I make it. It's not much time left. TR, Janet, how's it going? Hope you all are well. All right, let's get into this. I just was like oh, I hope that was misery mode. I just hit resume on accident. Yes, I think we're in good shape. I meant to actually go to the load menu to show how many days it was. I think it's like 47 days, 20 hours, and something minutes. So, okay, it is the same. Okay, let me see here. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I've got no clothes on. That's okay. It's still pretty warm. I got lots of fuel still, right? I still have reclaimed. Yes. What do I got? A sprain? What's going on here? Oh, I get. That was weird. It just felt like my character was limping a little bit, but I guess not. Still a little bit of time on this fire. Okay. Yeah. Only 2 in-game days, a little over 2 in-game days left to go. Still got the wolf carcasses. There's still that wolf way over there. Hear wolves up the hill. Not sure if there's a bear nearby, but I can't remember what exactly I was going to do, but I was considering maybe more pallets. It's just a scary proposition because if I get interrupted in that process while the bear is out and about, then it's just so risky, right? I mean, I've got plenty of coal, you know, decent amount of sticks, some cedar. Just do a let's crinkle some stuff real quick. What is this noise? Oh, that's interesting. Okay, anyway. Is there anything in here? Is there more stuff in here? Oh, look at that, even more. That's not very much, but you know, 2-3 hours of fire maybe right here. This is, I mean, that's a lot of coal. So if I have to, I could just burn the coal. Hey, Arnman, how's it going? I've got the PlayStation hardlined, so and I reset the router before I started. So I'm hoping, crossing my fingers here, but I have confidence that I won't have to do a 2-part stream tonight. Also, for anybody who didn't know already, Loon is doing a stream starting at 9. It's his, what is it? Oh my god, I know what it is. XCOM UFO Defense. And I think it might be his finale for that series. He's done 300 episodes or something like that. Absolutely amazing longevity with that. It's come a long way. And so I'm actually really excited to watch that. So I'm only going to stream until around 9 o'clock tonight. I'm hoping I make it to 50 days before then, but I will keep going as long as I can. What is that noise? I don't have... Is that the fire? Oh my goodness. Okay. And I have 1 shell. That's good. I've been playing a little bit of DayZ, so I have to get used to the noises in this game again. It's actually kind of calm. Not too bad. Like, absolutely wonderful skies. It's still, you know, regular early morning. Not early, early, but it's still morning. There's not a ton. I could just keep this fire going, but I did have ambitions of trying to get some more pallets. Like right now, the wind sort of calmed down. There's no snow. I could potentially at least try. What do I need? Like 2 pieces of coal, maybe 3. And then I could pull some torches, grab some more get some more sticks off of that. 300 calories. That might be too much for my little stomach. No? Okay, we're good. Oh. Yeah, it's a salmon. It's a little salmon, but it's still salmon. Cook that up. I think I am going to just sort of plop this thing in a container for now. 28%. Yeah, that's not long for this world. Hey, Magic, how's it going? Sorry, I need to pay attention to the chat. Name again? It's Loon's Loon. Here, I'll type it in the chat. There you go. If you... He's got a picture of a loon as his logo. He is... I've been watching him for a while, so he's part of the community for sure. And if you've never seen XCOM UFO Defense, he plays it's hard mode expansion mod, and like I said, he's literally been playing that save for what is it? Oh, at least a year, maybe longer. I can't remember when his first video for that playthrough came out. Epic stuff, you know. Anyway. Yes, I'm having a good day. Oh boy. I did a bunch of stuff around the house today. Been taking care of Willow. The kittens, well, they're still kittens. They're just over a year old, but they're still kittens to me. I hear more wolves. Alright, this thing here, I don't have... I mean, I still have a decent amount of time. I'm going to see about slimming down just a little bit. Let me put some stuff in here. I don't need every one of these matches. 13 matches, that's cool. Just transfer like 40. There, I'll have that many. I don't need the mag lens. I don't... whatever. I don't really need all of these pain medicines. I mean, I'll keep some on me just for... I mean, if I get hurt, though, I'm pretty much in a lot of trouble already, so... Don't need these at the moment. That sounded like a bear. Was that a bear? What was that noise? Was that the water? Oh, goodness. It sounded like a snort. It might just be the water. It's still, like, so far away, but yet it sounds like it's right, you know, like as far as these wolves are, but it's a good ways that way. Okay, the wind has shifted a little bit. I'm definitely going to bring the cooking pot. I need to put my clothes back on, too. I'm going to do that right now. Put some pants on. Still rocking both of the sweaters. That's pretty awesome. I'm going to keep the Mackinac on the inside, I do believe. Oh, I put some shoes on. And the gloves. Don't forget the gloves. Now, I just made myself a new hat. And some new gloves, so that was good. Yes, there'll always be kittens. Aw, she is, right? uh, the I don't like that, but there, we'll just put, no, I do want the wind protection, even though it does sort of, when they added this, it didn't quite meet the mark. Alright, because this is still better than this. This does have a little bit more protection, but I'm just gonna cross my fingers and hope not to die, right? I'm just gonna, how many pieces of coal do I really need? 4 is plenty. I don't need this water. Or the water purifying tablets. Just leave them here for now. I don't need, oh, look at that fish. Oh, perfect. There's actually just enough time to cook that. I'm gonna leave the bedroll here. No. Do I leave the bedroll here? Ooh. I don't know. We'll see. I really want to slim down as much as I can. That's everything I'm wearing. Plenty of water. I don't need that. Okay. Nope. Come on. Okay, I'll do... I did want to drink water. I'm having a hard time here, apparently. Just one flare. And then the blue flare on the off chance that some unforeseeable bad thing happens. Come on. There we go. Let's rotate this around. Okay, I'm gonna pull a couple of torches because I do want to. I think I have some torches, but do I have food over there? I gotta make extra careful, be extra careful, make extra sure before I start that there is not a bear. Oh, come on. I may have blown my opportunity here, but either way. Go away, wolf. Well, I'm gonna bring a little bit of water just to be sure. Light this torch. Oh, I'm getting nervous. I'm gonna go do these one pallet, right? That's it. One pallet, and then I'm coming back, and then hopefully that's all I need. Okay, I don't really need this. I don't need those. I don't need all that cloth, or this, or that. I mean, if I wanted to, I could try to make some arrows, but like I said, just like with the... even with these pallets... Alright, let me just grab a little bit of fish. That wolf's sort of coming over here. The wind is pushing that direction. Just listen for a bear for me, will you? I might go up here. Oh, a stick. Oh, a few sticks. I'll come back for those. I really hope I don't draw a wolf from up that way, but there's no sneaky sleepy bear around, I hope. I'm gonna put it right here. I know I already have a fire spot, but oh, come on, hurry up now. Yes, I'm glad I brought some of the lamp oil with me.
Oh yeah.
Alright, that'll definitely be warm enough. Maybe I should have brought the pallet or the hammer. Either way. Now, where is that wolf or a bear? I'm just going for it. Whatever. I'm just gonna go for it. Chop, chop. Awesome. How much fire is left? Oh, that's actually pretty good. No, keep this out. Need to grab a little bit of food. These are pretty small pieces, my goodness. I mean, that's fine. I know I said I was going to do one pallet, but if I can get, you know, more pallets, that's awesome. I'm still warm. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Okay. Look at that. Beautiful. Oh. I might actually just sleep in this here thing here. No, maybe not. I've got all this fire. I'm just gonna go back. I'll leave those fish. That wolf's getting really close. I know we're hungry, I know it. That's okay though. Didn't get any attention from the bear, so that's good. I'm gonna grab these sticks. I know I'm encumbered and I have like 30 reclaimed on me or something, but if it's gonna be nice, let me grab a little bit of food, drop this stuff off, and then I might try to get those over there. It's not that cold. Oh, that's pretty much full. Okay, awesome. I'll keep that stuff. I'm hoping I only need the one piece of coal. Oh, it's pretty chilly now. Okay. The wind is picking up. Is that wind? Yeah, that's wind. Okay, never mind. Back in the hut. Oh, I know it. We'll sleep. We'll sleep. We got so much firewood. We should be fine. Got lots of fish. No, 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 no. Yes. Quickly now.
Gotta warm up some.
That might not be enough. I'll just take all that stuff back. Okay, it is enough at least to be warm, but I want to maximize the time on here. I'm just gonna take like 10 of these. Alright, perfect. $50 sticks, 28 reclaimed. Can only hold not very 5. That's fine. Now I need to eat and sleep. Alright, that wolf went away. That's good. That's already 100% frozen. I mean, I did spend like 5 hours over there. Just a little bit of chores here. Yeah, the supplies are awesome. This is actually going to be good practice, right? Because I'm hoping to get, like, I don't want to get ahead of myself, but I do have thoughts on playing another run after this, along the lines of a sticky situation, right? So there's no harm talking about it. Let's just go to sleep. 7 hours is fine. So I've tried it a few times. I'm not actually sure how many different attempts I've had. At least 3. I'm pretty sure it was 3 different attempts. So the idea with sticky situation is, I think it was a custom mode. I might have to go back and actually look and see what my settings were, but I think I had it on, maybe it was like interloper difficulty, but I had it on medium loot because the idea was that I wasn't going to be able to forge. There was only 2 stipulations. One was that the only clothing I was allowed to wear was clothing that I crafted myself, and then the only fuel I was allowed to use in a fire were sticks. So no coal, no reclaimed, no cedar, no fir, no what's the other one? The fire logs. So like just sticks. And what had me, I was doing okay. I thought I was doing pretty good until cabin fever started to set in. And then once that happened, it was too much. I couldn't stay warm enough. I couldn't balance out what was happening, and that was, I was in Pleasant Valley. Like I was able to kill a bear. I killed a bunch of wolves. It was just, I died from being too cold. I slept in the snow shelter, and I shouldn't have. I wasn't warm enough. I thought I was warm enough, but I wasn't. So that's the biggest challenge with that, was the idea that if I had a fire outside, it had to be warm enough for me, and the idea of trying to collect sticks, it just wasn't, didn't work. It's not that it couldn't work, it didn't work. And the time before that, I had I had crafted some fire hardened arrows right here, these things, and I didn't have enough regular arrows, these things. And I had the fire hardened arrows in my pocket, but I had shot my last regular arrow, and I thought I still had arrows, which I did, but they were the kind that just make wolves angry, not the ones that kill wolves. And so I didn't make it. And that was one of the successful runs. I think I was in Mystery Lake at that point, and then the most recent one was, yeah, everything went wrong all at once. You're absolutely right. I got the cabin fever risk, and then I literally couldn't sleep, and I was trying to regain condition. I was running out of food. I only had a handful of clothing items that I was able to craft, but that was also before, wasn't that before, what was it, the Tails update? So that was pre-Ptarmigan. So this right here, the improvised installation. All right, let me look in this screen, just so we're not looking at Astrid like that. These things are huge. So that wasn't in the game. I was wearing this and 2 of these, and that was it, I think. Like, cause you have to hunt deer to make. You need things like this, a bear coat, or the cougar wrap, or the deerskin boots, the pants. You could make improvised crampons. I would count this as, you know, but not these, because these you don't craft. So, you know, can craft all of these different clothing items. You know, the hat, the mitts, even the wolf coats would have been more doable, and it's just a matter of if you make a kill, can you harvest it? Because do you have enough calories? Do you have enough temperature? You know, are you going to get frostbite because you're not covered? You know, early game is going to be a lot more difficult because I don't know where I'll spawn. Would totally allow myself to eat food, you know. Any food I find, that's perfectly safe. Like any medication, stuff like this, I'd be allowed to cook whatever I want. It's just that I would have to only use sticks to cook them. So if you think about it, some of these recipes require, like the stew require, well, it doesn't say how long. Yeah, right there. Time to cook, 1 hour and 18 minutes. That's like 7 sticks. Not to mention the prep time. So 7, 8, 9 sticks, 10 sticks, something like that. It doesn't seem like a lot. And then there's the matches. Anyway, it's a challenge. It really is. It doesn't seem like it, but it really is a challenge. So let me get this fish going, because I'm just standing here not doing anything. Is it gonna Aurora? Oh, it did. Okay. I heard those wolves going out. They were going a little bit berserk out there, so I really do hope this is enough fire. If not, I can always get some more. Like I still have like an insane amount of coal, so that's not going to be an issue. There's more pallets to be had. Come on, I want that one to go outside. I want the better quality one to be outside because I feel like somehow maybe the condition lowers because it's out here. I also have to be careful of this fish. I need to make sure that it's good percent. I cannot risk eating anything that would poison me, so that's why I was a little bit like trying to keep those fish away far enough from the fire that they won't warm up. Because if I'm cold, yeah, if I'm cold, then they're cold. Until burned, okay. I don't know, maybe I do that, or maybe I mess around, I don't know. I've done interloper runs, but I do tend to get a little bit bored and make stupid decisions that end up hurting me in the long run. On just regular interloper or whatever. I was considering the idea of doing a stalker. A sticky stalker or something like that. There's a lot more. The problem with that is that there's a lot more stuff in the game. But that would allow me to have the opportunity to find the rifles, to find a revolver, to... I mean, if I start with a bedroll, I might have to drop it. Like, at the very beginning, any of the clothes I'm wearing, I have to drop on the ground. And just leave them there. I'm not allowed to use them. So I think that would apply with the bedroll. If I find a bedroll, I'm gonna say yes, I can use that, of course, but the other idea would be to craft a bedroll, you know, get enough ptarmigans going, get the feathers going. I might have to work with starvation method. I don't know, there's a lot of strategies that I could go for. Look at all those matches. It feels bad that this is all of the fuel I have still. It'll be alright. Sticky stalker, right? Okay. Yeah, because that would give me a little bit more of an opportunity to find food. I don't want it to be so crunch that it's not fun. I don't want to stress myself out terribly, but I also don't want to get bored. And like I said, this mode, this is the technically the third or fourth time I've tried misery mode. There's a couple of attempts where I just played the first couple of days, you know, just to see what it was all about. And then there was another run where I was trying to do what I did on this run, which was go to Ash Canyon right off the jump, but unlike this run in the misery mode, that run I ran into Timberwolves in Timberwolf Mountain. This run I was very fortunate not to have run into any Timberwolves at all anywhere. I'm still not so good with them. Can't believe it. I'm looking at the sky here, and in my mind, I'm like, it feels like it's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock at night in real life, but it's only 7:30. That's okay. I probably could sleep again, honestly, but I want these. I should have enough fish. I'm sort of just coasting to the end here. You know what I mean? Make it official. Cross the finish line for sure this time. I could try to push and see how many days past 50 I get, but I'm going to be satisfied with making it to 50. Alright, those are decent. Like, I don't care if I don't end up eating all the food or drinking all the water. If I don't end up using all the fuel, which I probably will. I am still slightly concerned that I'll have to make another trip to the pallets. Let me sharpen some stuff here. If I do need to get some more pallets, I want to make sure that my hatchet doesn't break. Oh. Oh, not good. 16%. That's definitely not good. Well, I might not have much of a choice here as to how many more fish I have, because if these both break completely, then the only way I could get more is if I'd have to try to make a run up. There's... Where even are they? They're back that way. Oh my god, don't do that. Those crows scared the crap out of me. Oh my god. Where'd they even go? They might be weather crows. It might be getting windy or something here. Or not. I call them weather crows, but unofficially weather crows. Anyway, I'm trying to figure out where the heck that trailer is, because I think it's back there. Right, because where's log sort? Log sort's way over there. And the mine is over here. Like, the mine's over there, I think. I can't see the watchtower from here. The lookout tower. It's over that way somewhere. And the trailer that I stored, I have like 2 or 3 rabbit guts that cured, are in a trailer over there. So if I did go that way, I'd have to bring all of my coal with me and potentially spend it all just to get 2 guts, 3 guts. And then I could craft some more fishing line, in which case I would be able to craft some more tip-ups. I don't think I need to, though. I'm pretty sure I don't need to. This is a... I don't want to use words to diminish what is going on right now, but to anybody who's watching this after the fact, if you're just catching this, only this episode of this series, pretty ho-hum, but a lot has happened to get to this point, and Astrid deserves to just chill. Not literally chill, just relax. Try to enjoy the, you know, the success. Again, not trying to get too far ahead of myself here. Even when like, cause back when I would play, I had recorded Stranded Deep and done a bunch of Stranded Deep stuff. And then I would also play Green Hell as well as doing The Long Dark, and that got to be too much. I was trying to push out content like I was a full-time YouTuber, and I'm not. But what happened was I'd get confused by what buttons I was supposed to press to play the game, because all the buttons are different in each of the games. And then, anywho, the other thought was I could potentially do another game. I had thought about streaming DayZ again, not in replacement of The Long Dark, but if I were to add like another time that I did stream, it'd be a different day. But I could potentially, I was just thinking maybe I could do some Stranded Deep, because that game's pretty relaxing. I really enjoy that game, and I think streaming it would be, I'd have a lot more freedom instead of just doing hour episodes, or, you know, half an hour episodes, something like that. I don't know if you all would be interested in watching Stranded Deep, or I could play Green Hell again, because that game's pretty fun. I'm a bit off my game though. At one point I was playing Green Hell on the hardest difficulty, which is permadeath, and then I do remember practicing for a specific what was I doing? I was trying to sleep on the ground. Just never sleep in a bed. Not wear armor, not sleep in a bed. I think those were the two things that I was reaching for on the hardest difficulty, just to really push myself. I'm not sure that I'm up to that level of gameplay anymore. Oh, nice. That's cool, TR. I appreciate that. Oh, my goodness. Those must have been some gigantic fish. Keep breaking my line here. 8 hours. I'm gonna have to sleep again. I'm getting pretty tired. What's my cooking skill? I'm at 5, right? It doesn't really matter. Yeah, cooking 5, harvesting 3, fire starting still only level 3, archery only got up to level 3, mending level 2, and then these two don't really matter. There's no... they don't matter to me. I'm not trying to repair anything, so gunsmithing doesn't hold anything for me. There's no rifles, no revolvers in misery mode. So those are also relatively useless skills. Big orange sun. I'm just gonna keep sharpening. Let me back away from the door. Keep sharpening my tools. Yeah, I don't like to follow trends too much. I also don't want to spoil anything for anyone. So when certain content for this game came out and it actually got released, oh dear, that's it. That's broken. Oh no, it's not. I'm gonna try one more. If this breaks again, it's over. And if I was to harvest that, I could get a piece of reclaimed back from it. But if it snaps again, I don't think if it ruins, like, I don't know if it ruins, I think it just disappears. But if I were to break it down, I could at least get one piece of reclaimed back from it. It's another 30 minutes in the fire, something like that. Yeah, the long dark is pretty much where my niche is. I started off playing Stranded Deep. I think like my most popular video is a Stranded Deep video. And I think, oh my god, I forgot I was playing Subnautica for a while. I never quite finished that game. And then, but yeah, Green Hell, I think. Anyway, I'm just thinking about when I say my most popular video, it's like more than 100 views. I have a few that are, you know, in the thousands of views, but they're also some of my older videos. And anyway, I think the most popular, the long dark video I have was when I was doing, what was I doing? Oh, it was the Scurvy Loper. When I was fighting Scruffy in the cave, I was cooking up the wolf meat with like 5% condition, and there was just the wolf pelt and then like a pile of wolf meat. That was like only, I think it was like maybe 500 views. So that to me is like viral. Anything that gets more than, you know, the regular amount is, you know, between 50 and 60 views, which is fine. That's awesome. The fact that anybody watches anything I do is amazing to me. Oh, that's a big piece of fish. That's a small fish. So yeah, I don't know. I do like Green Hell, but the problem I had with that was I'm on PlayStation 4, and like these games have been updating, and the more I do, like if I try to do something fun, like build a big old structure, my console can't handle it and the game suffers. So I tried to be minimalistic. That's why I was, like I said, in Green Hell, I had built like a big old tree house and all this, that, and the other thing, but the game has progressed to the point where there's this game called The Infected, I think is what it is. And it's not on console from what I know. But they call them Vambies. They're like vampire zombies. And when that game first came out, it was similar to like Subsistence, which is another game that I would love to play but can't because I don't have a computer. But anyway, these are all survival style games, but they have AI characters that interact with you because they're not necessarily multiplayer games. but there's survival elements to them. And so Green Hell, they added this thing where the tribes people will raid your base. They'll come and they'll like send a special villager. And they did that after they introduced, what was it? The husbandry, animal husbandry. So you can tame animals and so on and so forth. And then you can breed them, and that way you don't have to go out into the wild to hunt them. You could just literally have a pen that, you know, once in a while you just harvest an animal. And that sort of thing is awesome, and I love building, but the game just can't handle what I try to put out. So the Long Dark is a little bit better, unless I mean, Pilgrim, there's so many things in the game, like just in general, that spawn in a regular playthrough, that I remember I went to Sundered Pass on Pilgrim, and my game was at like 20 frames a second, something like that. It dropped down to the point where I couldn't walk. And the gameplay suffered for it, but that wasn't ever when I was recording or trying to stream or anything. So horror games, there's a lot of cool games out there that I've never even heard of. Not just in the horror category, just in general. It's really fun to see like new stuff. The total number of hours I have in this game is approaching 3,800 hours. The next closest game that I've got hours, I don't remember which game it is, but it's only like maybe 1,000 hours. So this is probably, I probably played The Long Dark more than I played any other game, or all other games combined, except for maybe like PlayStation 3 days. I've been playing games for many, many, many years. Yeah, I hear that. Bored with TLD lately. That's unfortunate. But that happens. It's good to have a different variety. Oh, this might be a blizzard. Yeah, scurvy was an interesting thing. Yeah, this is definitely looking like blizzard. Might be like a quick onset as well. 7 minutes. Sorry, I was just thinking about the fact that I'm going to have to... I still haven't finished winterizing the yard. We've got some bulbs that we planted this year, and they came up and they were real beautiful flowers, really tall, like stems, really big leaves, and like red flowers. And I have to dig them out of the ground because apparently we're too far north, so they can't survive through the winter underground. They have to be dug up and then replanted every year. Yeah, there's the blizzard. 200 games in your Steam library. Nice. Still wakes the deep. Someday you'll return. The beast inside. Moons of madness. In sound mind. Penumbra series. Outlast series. Wow, I don't think I've ever heard of any of those games. That's cool. Yeah, we've had quite a few frosts. And luckily they haven't been hard frosts though. Like it hasn't been to the point where I don't think the bulbs are in danger yet. And quite a few of the regular, like, because I'm not sure if they're like a southern plant. They're canas. I don't know how it's spelled. Canes or Canas? Canas? Anyway, something like that. I might just sleep through this blizzard if I'm being honest. This is not my cup of tea here. Yeah, let me just grab that. Let me grab this. Eat a little bit more food, and I'm just going to get some sleep. Drink some water. Oh, Canna. Yes. Very, very cool. Very tall plants, too, which is awesome. From, like, what seemed like such a small bulb. I mean, they're not small like, you know, garlic is a bulb and is small. And eventually gets big. Almost completely froze over. That's crazy. Still 8 hours on the fire. Nice. Canna? Am I saying them wrong? I was told what the pronunciation was, so I was just going by what someone else had said. But maybe they were wrong. Yeah, big, like, broad leaves. Whole bunches of big leaves, and then little tiny little flowers. They kind of look like... I don't know my flowers really well. I don't even know if I could describe them. It's like little... There's like a bunch of little flowers that are all connected to like... I don't know, it's like a 2 or 3 inch at the top, and then there's like, I don't know, a dozen or more little tiny flowers that come out of the same, like, sprout, or not sprout, whatever it is at the top. And there's so many of them, just so many. I don't need more water. Do I even care to fish? Kind of. Oh, 2%. Okay, I'm just going to drop this 18% on that one. Yikes. Alright, I'm just going to, just going to harvest this. I've pushed it almost as far as it can possibly go. Oh, lilies. Okay, canna lilies. It was fun to plant something on purpose. I'd like to plant some, like, food stuff next year. I still have a massive pile of, like, old trimmings, like wood and sticks and stuff that I had cut down at the fall of last year, so I might have a nice fire. That would be fun. 100% frozen. I don't care about this fishing hole anymore. Alright, Wolf is just not going anywhere. Oh, the moon is starting to come up. I missed this, the sunset. That was sad. Oh, that's right. You already had snow. Yeah. I remember there's been times where it has snowed in October, but I'm hoping it doesn't snow until, you know, November. Give me a little bit more time. Like, I mean, it was 70 something degrees out today, so. But it has been chilly. Like, obviously, if it's cold enough to frost, it doesn't matter what the daytime temperature is. That's cool. I need to think about that. Like growing from seeds, because the bulbs we got, we were they were transported from where Joe's parents are in New Jersey, and we had like two like burlap sacks full of bulbs, and we gave some to my mom because we had too many. But they sat in the basement all winter, and then we didn't actually plant them until like the summertime. And some of them have gone to seed already, and it was cool. They had like seed pods, and there's like big, almost like a ball bearing type of seed, which I thought was interesting. I'll just eat this. Is there any left? No. I probably could harvest some of the seeds. I don't know much about them. Like, how would I store them? Are they gonna dry up if I don't know how to care for the seeds, I suppose is what I'm getting at. But yeah, I accidentally grew potatoes, so I was thinking about growing potatoes and then some carrots. I think it was at UTR you were talking about. You were experimenting with growing carrots in pots. That might be cool. Like, I like that idea of trying to have pots to grow stuff in, or anyway. I was thinking had mowed my grass last week or this earlier this week, and was thinking I wouldn't have to grow it again, or sorry, I wouldn't have to cut it again until the spring. But it's the day after I cut it, it rained, and by golly, the grass is still freaking growing, and it's supposed to rain. I don't know if it's gonna rain, but there's a pretty high chance of rain tomorrow. And then the next couple of days, the forecast had shown the potential for rain, so I might have to cut my grass one more time. Oh dear. How much firewood? Still a lot. What day is it? We've reached day 50, as it'll cross over to day 51 when the moon passes the halfway point. But days survived, I think, is still 49. We're getting close. Oh, the carrots turn out good. Nice. Yeah, this might not be the last night, Jana. I think there's still one more night, because I can't remember, but I think I started at night. I think this is the last 24-hour cycle, though. I don't know. This is kind of nice. I'm just sort of, getting to chat with people, and it's not like I'm not ignoring what's happening, because I'm usually concentrating on, playing the game. But right now I'm sort of just hanging out. Is there an owl in here? It sounded like it was in the fishing hut. such a peaceful night. I'm still terrified to be outside of the fishing hut. Your leaves haven't been dropping yet? Ah. Some of them have in our area. I guess maybe not all of them yet, but the couple of cold snaps that we've had definitely triggered a bunch of them. I've got two really old cherry trees in our yard. Well, we and Joe and I have two really old cherry trees, and they dropped their leaves. I think they dropped their leaves at the end of August, which makes it really easy to clean up. But it's not all of the leaves, but a lot of their leaves fell. They fall super early, and I think that's a sign that those trees are not in the best of health. Oh, is this gonna fog? Oh, that's kind of cool. Oh, look at that. Now might be a good time to go over there and try to get those logs. I still have more than enough fuel to make it to day 50, so I'm gonna refrain from doing extra. Any risk is gonna be too much. Oh, what's the matter? Oh, uh-oh. I think Joe just got home. She had to work today. She works part-time. Oh, hold on. Sorry. That's enough. Willow's saying hello. Yes. Everyone says hi, Willow. It's okay. Oh boy. Well, she's gonna sing us a song. I forget. What was I saying? Oh. I'm sorry. I lost complete track. Oh, the firewood. Yeah, it should be enough. I'm just gonna pull this thing up. Just gonna sleep. Right? I got water. I'm gonna make sure I drink. I want to be all the way full. Yeah, I totally lost my thought there. Whatever I was saying, Willow's barks had completely distracted me. I'm not muted, right? Hold on. Okay, I needed to check. I wanted to make sure. Okay, well, that opportunity has passed, even if it was to be. But no, I'll be all right. Oh, that got cold really fast. Yes, drink the water. So now we're on day 51, I do believe. Yeah, there's day 51. What was this note? Oh, the guts and trailer, yeah. Those are definitely cured by now. Yeah, they would have cured probably on this day. Might as well keep fishing. Wait, what's the percentage on this? 16, that's fine. Even if it breaks, it should still hopefully at least catch one more fish. Speaking of breaking, let's finish this whetstone. You've done well, whetstone. What's in here? The matches, right? Fire supply. I'm kind of shocked I haven't seen the bear. Like, I know it usually... Not usually, but it can path over here. I had shot the bear, like, the one time I was over that way. Like, behind this blue rock, way out there. There's a bridge with a car near it. And I was coming down and crossing that bridge. And it was really foggy, and I heard the bear, and I shot an arrow. And then I decided, instead of getting the flare gun out, I tried to hit it again, thinking maybe I'll kill it. I did not kill it. I did hit it a couple times, but I never got credit for the kill. Where is it? Bears killed 0, I do believe. Bears killed 0. Survived 2 bear attacks. And I've survived 2 wolf struggles. That's pretty crazy. But yeah, instead of shooting at the bear with the flare gun, which is what I should have done, shot it with the arrow and then tried to shoot it with the flare gun. 26 rabbits. I definitely... You can tell what I do mostly in this game is, like, I like to throw rocks at rabbits. Also a lot of fish. Oh, 110.8 kilograms of fish caught. I've only eaten half of it so far. 13 guts. I don't know where all those guts are. They're probably in Mystery Lake. Hides harvested, quite a few. Yeah, I definitely maybe shoulda done this whole situation in Mystery Lake, but whatever. I think this is a much better view. That wolf is still out here. I've not seen any deer. I haven't really left this area though, so I'm not surprised by that. Okay, that's a good question, TR. So the cougar is, I would say, arguably yes. It's the newest addition as far as wildlife goes. But I would argue that the cougar is debatable, for sure. If you can avoid the cougar, then it's because it's sort of stuck in its area, right? There are certain spots in some of the maps. Let's see here. So this is the world map. It won't let me switch the region over to the far territories, but there's only a handful of spots on this map that are not a main zone, right? So, for example, Ravine in the very middle. Ravine is considered a transition zone, but it's big enough that it does get its own sort of thing. And then there's Crumbling Highway, which is on the bottom, almost in the middle. That is considered a transition zone. So any transition zones, as far as I'm aware, do not have a cougar in them. And then I believe Coastal Highway, which is just above where Crumbling Highway is, does not have a cougar. And maybe Desolation Point, because that is a very small map. But I know, like, does Broken Railroad have a cougar? I don't even know. Like, Forlorn Muskeg might not have a cougar. Mystery Lake does. I don't know. I'm pretty sure Bleak Inlet does, but I have not gone in Bleak Inlet in a long time. Hush River Valley does. Mountain Town does. Ash Canyon, I think, does. I'm honestly not even sure, really. Anyway, so the cougar, if it if you get into an interaction with the cougar and it can give you lacerations. Lacerations are very, very bad. I experienced that the one time and it was pretty devastating. I'm fortunate not to have died from it, but it is also predictable how to go about surviving it. And then, but in my opinion, the wolf. The wolf is the wolf. The wolf, the wolf. The wolf. In my experience in days, or in the long dark, I've died more times to a wolf than anything else combined. I have died a couple times to the environment, like the temperature, or like uh, one time I forget what I was doing, which I was in Forlorn Muskeg and I fell in the ice too many times, and then I survived the hypothermia just long enough to get rid of it, and then I died anyway. Yeah, because the wolves are so very common, they're everywhere. Except, actually, there's only a handful of spots where there are not wolves, like the ravine. Specifically, there are no predators. But that one transition area I was telling you about, Crumbling Highway, that's littered with wolves. Just about every single place you can go on this map, there's a wolf. Not like, I mean, like any map in general has a spawn for a wolf, other than the ravine. So, yeah, based on frequency, it's quantity, not quality. The cougar is quality damage. The wolves are quantity damage. So, but even so, I've died full health from a wolf attack. Even a bear won't kill you in one attack. A moose won't kill you in one attack. The cougar, I don't even know if it'll kill you in one attack. A wolf can kill you in one attack. I'm pretty good at mashing buttons, so I have my settings at press X. So whenever I get into a wolf struggle, I'm I don't always win, but that that button gets worn out more than any other button, that's for sure. Yeah, I used to be terrified of wolves. I used to not know how to shoot a bow. Like I couldn't rely on it. Even with the so there's a trick, right? If you have a wolf that's like on you, you can do one of those things and it'll charge. And then that makes it easier to line up. Oh. Okay, that's too far away. It doesn't notice me, so it's not charging. But by doing that, you can then line up your shot, and then I do a lot of strafing and stuff, but sometimes they zig and they zag, and they can be real sneaky about it. I need to get better at the long range shot. Like aim, like knowing the distance and how much drop there is. Because shooting a wolf and killing a wolf without it knowing that you're there, without it being aggroed to you in some way, is not something that I'm very good at. I rely on the charge and then my ability to press the X button rapidly while in the struggle. And then the other part of that is having options. So in a wolf struggle, I have the option to use the heavy hammer, the improvised knife, or the hatchet. And I suppose you could technically use your bare hands, but if you chose that option while you have tools, that's your worst option. If you have a pistol, sometimes, you know, you can use the pistol, and the animations are kind of cool actually, because if you, I think you can actually fire your pistol while in a struggle. Don't quote me on that though, because I can't remember. I know you can hit it with your, like, you pistol whip the wolf, and then I think if you can survive long enough, it'll actually give you a chance to shoot the gun. While, and again, don't quote me on it. They might have changed it, or maybe I'm making it up, like remembering things that aren't real. It's the sneaky wolves, though. That's the things. When you don't know they're there. New players to this game probably die to wolves more often than anything, simply because they didn't know it was there, or they didn't know how to react, or how they behaved. So once you learn some of those things, you can sort of work around the wolves. Like the fact that if a wolf growls at you or barks at you, it doesn't mean that they're instantly charging. If you're warm enough, you can walk a wolf from one end of the map to the other. And it can be beneficial. Because if one wolf is aggroed on you, that means the other wolves can't aggro to you. But they do sometimes play a little number where, like, the wolf that's chasing you de-aggroes, and then the other wolf will pick you up. Sort of like a handoff. It's like, okay, I've escorted you this far, now you're going to switch chaperones. And that can be dangerous, especially if they go back and forth and they can't make their make up their mind as to which wolf is coming after you. That can be bad news. Day 49. I mean, I could actually, you know what I might do? Let me just sleep real quick so I can save the game, because I haven't done that in a little bit. It doesn't take long to load. I want to... Oh, there it is. 49 days, 21 hours, and 38 minutes. So, we're almost there, folks. Wait, how much is left on that? Okay. So the tip-ups do lose a little condition even on the catch. Which piece is the small piece? Is it this one? Yeah, this one. I'm gonna see if I can lure this wolf over there and take a crack shot at it. Oh. Okay. No. Okay, bye. Just ice skating away. I didn't realize it was gonna notice me. It'll come back though. See if I can... Hold on. Oh, crap. Oh, I'm freezing. Duh, of course I'm freezing. I just lost condition like a dummy. How much condition did I lose just now? I lost 1% condition. Wow, that was dumb. Trying to play with the wolf. gonna see if I can draw it over. This is just for fun and games. You remember hitting 50? Nice. Yeah, I did not, have not achieved that mark yet. That wolf is moonwalking. Oh, come on. He's outsmarting me. As long as it's walking away. Alright, whatever. I'm just gonna let it be. Smart wolf deserves a win. That's a tiny little fish. Can't believe I forgot about being frozen. It's crazy. The fire is like, it's 80 degrees. It can't get any hotter than it is. But the radius is so small.
Starting to feel numb.
That was short. I'm just gonna stop. Just wasting my resources. Here it comes. Oh, I gotcha. That was kind of cool. Okay, I'm losing health. Oh, nice. Just released the arrow right as I... That was cool. Oh, I still got the fish on me. I better get rid of that. I cannot believe I hit it. Yeah, that was super sneaky. I thought I actually hit this thing, and I was like, it's charging me. Eventually, if it got close enough, it would have noticed the fire, I hope, and ran away, but there we go. Victory for me. Almost day 50. Come on. I'll sleep for another hour. That way I'll warm up. Come on, hit day 50. Not quite. That's alright. It'll be any moment. I still have 4 arrows. Fully warm. That was close too. That's like right there. What about a bear? Can I get a bear before I die? No, I'm gonna leave it alone. Not even gonna attempt a bear. Knowing my luck, it'll maul me through the side of the fishing hut. It's a good amount of fish. How's my clothes? Clothing's doing fine. I could repair this, but I left the... Oh no, I've got this right here. There it is. Did it. I did it. 50 days. 114 locations. I explored almost half of the world. Not quite. 42%. I don't know if that even counts the expanded zones like the far territory stuff. 164,000 calories. Traveled 133.2 kilometers. That's pretty far. Thank you. Thank you. I did it. Hours rested, hours awake. I've spent a good amount of time outside. Hours indoors, hours outdoors. About, I don't know, what, 2/3 of the time outside? Something like that. I don't know. My math is not mathing right now. I never made it to Desolation Point. I was thinking about it, but, you know, Broken Railroad, Bleak Inlet, no way. Coastal Highway, 14 days. Where's Mystery Lake? Only 8 days in Mystery Lake? I suppose I did spend quite a few days here in the last couple of streams. Is that what is that? Is that a feather? I'm surprised these wolves haven't despawned. Could go try to find my arrow, but it's out there in the ice. I'll never find it. No need to collect feathers, but I like collecting the feathers. Yeah, I am very surprised these haven't despawned. Like, what's left of them? Oh, they're in rough shape. Sweet. I don't know. I don't want to drag it out any further, though. It's kind of a short stream. I know it's a little early to try to end the stream now, but I could go jump in the ocean. No, I don't want to intentionally end the character. Oh, cool. No, don't eat it. There we go. No. There, that's what I want. Very cool. Big old fish. Yeah, might as well cook it. Maybe I can finish filling up this last lantern fuel container. Right, that is true. I mean, I just don't know what to do at this point. I don't know how long I can sustain living in the fishing hut. Like, I suppose if I were to try to take advantage of some good weather, I could try my best to make my way back up to the coal mine. Maybe loot the coal mine one more time. Grab the guts from the cabin over there. I mean, I could try to make my way back to Mystery Lake. I definitely don't have all of that in me right now, though. Like, I'd maybe a bonus stream for this character and see if I could make my way back to Mystery Lake. That'd be cool. So I have enough coal to make it back up to the mountain, right? I just don't know what I would need, right? What did I leave? I could watch back an old stream episode and see what I left behind at Mystery Lake. Because if I have guts and stuff back at Mystery Lake, you know, I might have scrap metal, all that stuff. The only thing I'd have to be concerned with is, well, I did throw away a couple of arrows. Like, there's an arrow out there on the lake somewhere. How far is it? I'm gonna go see if I can find it. Oh, this is as fast as I can run, I forgot. I don't want to go too far. There it is. just more wolves. Like, I've got arrowheads. You know, I've got arrow shafts. I don't even know if I would want to go back to... Because that's so far... It's so far away. It doesn't seem like it's that far, but... To Quonset, where some of the other stuff is pretty darn far away. Let's gather all the stones. Might as well. I threw a lot of stones over here. Trying to draw those wolves in. I mean, I did lose at least 1 point of condition from being cold, which was not smart. I was hoping not to lose any more condition, but that's the thing about like trying to play Dead Man or like no Goa settings. I'm so used to leaning on my condition. Right. I mean, the thing is that whether or not I'll... Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Is whether or not I would survive the trip. I'm not opposed to trying. I just don't know if I'd be successful. Well, I didn't know if I'd be successful making it to 50 days either. I thought I would be, but in a better, more perfect world, I would have spent the majority of my time in one region, gathering resources, so on and so forth. I think this is the right spot, though, with the cabins right there, all of those pallets available, the coal mine not that far away. Like, this is sort of what Loons did on his Relentless Night run. He ended up not in this specific spot. He was over by Quonset, which was really cool. That was a really cool series also. Oh, just got the notification. Loons is live in 30 minutes. Okay. I think that might not be a bad idea. I don't want to get too ahead of myself here. You know what I should do, actually? Let me just see how heavy I would be if I did take these things. I want these no, I don't care about that. I want the flares. Definitely taking that stuff. I could take the peaches. No. Let me not do that. Those can stay here forever. I don't think I'm going to find another can of peaches. Like, I've already looted Mystery Lake. Don't know if I need the oil. The salt, maybe. It's not a bad thing to have those. I think there's oil at camp office. It wouldn't hurt to have a little bit. I want the scrap metal. I'll leave some of the stuff behind. I just want to see how heavy I am. I know we're heavy. I want to see how heavy this is. Oh, quite. Do I have a hammer at Mystery Lake? Oh, I don't know. Drop that. I don't need this. I just want to make sure I have enough, because I'll use these to start my fires. Okay, so if it's 0.3, so that means that's 6 fires worth of accelerant right here. How heavy is that? I'm not taking that for 0.1. Did I leave stuff at Quonset? I might have. I don't... Oh, and I got all these stones. I can leave the stones. I'll take some of them, but I'm not taking all of them. I want at least one. Still pretty heavy. That's not a lot of water. Water's fine, though. I can make the water, no problem. Speaking of, anytime I have a fire going, I'll have the opportunity to have water. Might as well cook this stuff. Oh, a fish.
I'm sure I can carry much more.
It's a very small fish. How much is left of that? Might as well push the luck a little bit more. I'll have to make sure that I take my opportunity when it presents itself. Maybe I should sleep again. I'll wait till this is done. Right, because I'll end up using some stuff. That's the thing, though, right? I don't have a lot of coal in Mystery Lake. I could leave the sticks, though. Don't need that many sticks. I mean, I want some. Oh, that actually was kind of perfect. Did I leave cloth behind? No, I took the cloth with me. I have two... I don't remember having 2 pieces of metal. Maybe I had some stored and I didn't realize it. I think there's arrowheads at Mystery Lake as well, so... like, there's still a lot of potential here. I could fix my clothing. Wait, do I have... oh, okay, I have one. I left a bunch of... like I said, I left a bunch of stuff at the Quonset also. So if I pick this up, that'll be another kilogram. Oh, okay. Alright. Let me just sleep. Hold on, let me eat. I'll eat it in a little bit. I have my clothes on. See, if I sleep for 3 hours, that should give me enough time left on the thing to still be able to sleep a little bit. Okay, I just want this wind to go away. That's a big piece. That's a little piece. Right, and I don't have food. Like, I have 0 food on me. So that could be a problem. I definitely don't want to carry food. Okay. Let me just set these teas up. So I think maybe... this is the small tea, and the rest of them are full teas, so that's pretty good. They're all jiggled. So yeah, I think what I'll do is I'll try to set myself up to a position where I'm just going to eat as much as I can. I know I'm going to need to have room to drink the teas. I'm just going to leave them boiling there. Do I really want to sleep for 2 hours? I don't mind moving at night. Have a good night, Janet. Yeah, I'm actually gonna keep the save right here, listening to these boileds. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it here. I do appreciate everyone being here for what essentially was the victory lap. And I'll see what I do. I don't know. I just don't know exactly what I'm gonna do from here. So, but for now, this is Strategies with Sasquatch. I'm Josh, and yeah, I appreciate everybody hanging out with me, seeing it to the end. What could be the end. I'm not dead yet, though. So yeah, day 50, survived, we did it. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Yeah, I appreciate you, Janet, Arnman, TR, Magic. Let's see. Well, everyone else who was watching also. It's not a requirement to be in chat, so I just hope you enjoyed it. But yeah, until next time. Thanks again. All right, Willow says goodbye. Appreciate you all.